Weather News with J7409, the name you know, the news you can use. And if you would like to have weather news, weather forecast, and alerts, start now by clicking J7409 and subscribing below. So, what is it looking like for the days ahead in the extended forecast? That's what this is, an extended forecast. Well, folks, we got more rain coming and flooding concerns. That's right. We'll turn on the monitor and let it roll. It seems by late week, upper trough settling along the west coast and possibly embedded closed low is going to be nearing the Pacific Northwest. Then it's likely inland, and its progression of the trough, it's going to happen through next weekend, is going to be bringing a considerable area of active weather to the western states during the period. Best potential for periods of heavy rain is in the higher elevation, and that's going to be snow up in the higher elevations, of course, and it should extend from the coastal Cascade area of the Pacific Northwest into Northern California and the Sierra Nevada range, with highest day precipitation totals over the Southwest, Oregon, Northwest California areas, and the Sierra Nevada range. Now, widespread convection, and potentially heavy rains, well, once again, they're going to be posing a threat across portions of the mid-lower Mississippi Valley and the mid-south, within the potential for a widespread swath of precipitation across much of the eastern half of the lower 48. I mean, it's just going to happen. Now, developing plains low pressure, it's progressing eastward now. Remember that. And this threat would be fuel from the late Tuesday through Thursday night time period. Remember that. And it's going to be a moist, low-level southerly flow within the cyclone's warm conveyor belt as it spreads ample moisture northward, in addition to the mid-south heavy rainfall threats. Outlooks indicate potential for some strong to severe convection from northeast Texas east-northeastward in that area. Enhanced precipitation will also be possible from the Midwest into southern New England, with some being of the wintry variety to the north of the plains, Midwest, Great Lakes, and northern and mid-Atlantic areas for this low tracking system. The system may bring also some strong winds. It's going to get windy, and in some areas it's going to get very windy, especially close to shorelines. Now, the onshore flow to the north of the surface low is leading to coastal flooding concerns over New England. Now, you can also expect below to well below normal temps to persist over much of the west into the northern plains. Now, it seems that the coldest of these temps should extend from Oregon, Northern California into the high plains, with highs 10 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit below normal. Now, only a few daily records for the cold should be recorded. Now, on the flip side of the coin, the warm sector of the developing plain storms will bring much above temps. That's right, the above temps in the areas of the eastern half of the lower 48. And when is that going to happen? The big warm up? Well, it's still warm where I'm at. Wednesday and Thursday, with plus 10 to 25 degrees Fahrenheit highs, warms, okay? Now, during and after the system passage, clouds, wind may keep minimums near to above normal over the east, but a few locations may see below normal highs. Now, I'm trying to let everybody know that the wind is going to pick up starting around Thursday, right around the coastline, especially here in North Carolina, and looking not too bad at this time around 2 p.m. on Thursday. But when we get a little bit further down in the day, around 10 p.m., the wind really starts to pick up. We've got some wind up in offshore of Maine, going all the way down to Long Island. And right in here, when we get to the Massachusetts area and right offshore here, you can see it start picking up. This is by 10 a.m. But check this out. It's going to get a lot more. Let's see what the wind's blowing right now up in this area. 36 miles an hour straight from the east. That pressure system moved off the coast, just like I was telling you, and it's going to get very windy. So please be aware of this. This is around midnight Thursday. We'll hop up to around 4 a.m. in the morning, and it's coming in even more now. So let's check it out and see what's blowing. 43. This is sustained winds. This isn't gust. This is sustained wind, so I want you people in these areas up here to be very aware of this wind. If you're on the shoreline, you're going to feel this wind, and it's going to get stronger. Starting Thursday, and it's going to progress right on through Friday morning at 4 a.m. We'll move up to 10 a.m. You can see how it's blowing now. We've got some more very heavy winds that's going to be coming in on shore here. Let's see what it's looking like. 48 mile per hour. And this is around 10 a.m. on Friday morning. So it's going to keep on growing. Let's see how long it takes before it actually does get off. It's staying there. This is 3 p.m. Friday. So let's go to 11 p.m. Friday night. Still got these beating winds. The entire coastline. Not too bad once you get past the areas of Massachusetts and Connecticut, but they're much stronger, especially right here, okay? And these winds, I mean, you know, it's not going to blow your house down, but you need to make sure you got everything brought in. If you're living on the coastline, and some of these winds are even going into the state a tad here. We'll click here and see what they are. 33 mile per hour winds, and that's inland just a tad. So please keep this in mind. Coming up Thursday and Friday, maybe by Saturday at 10 p.m. they start to move away. So we're going to have winds on the coastline, the eastern coast, to contend with Thursday. Not too bad, but they will build Friday and Saturday morning when they should be at their greatest speeds. And let's take a quick look at the clouds cover that will be going on for all of the sky watchers. Here we are now at 9 p.m. for Sunday night tonight on the 25th of February. Lots of good clear skies everywhere for the most part, maybe a cloud here and there, until you get to Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama, portions of Florida, South Carolina, and Texas, and up in this area out in the northwestern Oregon and Idaho, Colorado, Montana. Got some clouds going on there. It's around 9 o'clock tonight. So let's hop on over to tomorrow around 7 a.m. Still looking good for the most part in the U.S. If you want to watch things, and the sky will move up to 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. We'll go up to 10 p.m. tomorrow night when it gets nice and dark on the East Coast anyway. Looking pretty good except for parts of Georgia, places in the panhandle of Florida, South Carolina, and parts of North Carolina. So, what's Tuesday looking like at 9 a.m.? Clearing on out. Still looking pretty good in most sections of the United States. Here's 7 p.m. Tuesday. We'll hop over to 5 a.m. Wednesday, and those systems are going to be coming in that I told you about by next Wednesday. And here we go. Look at the cloud cover as it starts to come in. 2 p.m. Wednesday. 10 p.m. Wednesday. So everybody who had all these clear skies, Wednesday you're going to start to cloud up, and 4 a.m. Thursday, boom, there we have it. So that's the extended forecast on Weather News with J7409. Have yourself a great day. Thanks for everything you do for me. I love you. And with all that said, I'll talk to you later with the good Lord's will. Much peace, love, and kindness to all.